Hey guys, this is Jay here, and welcome to the current event called What to Know When You Don't Know. So, for today's current event, I'd like to talk to you about how Trump supporters disrupted the recognition of the Armenian genocide. Now, this event was set place in California and happened on December 14th of 2019. The Trump supporters were seen carrying signs saying, "Don't impeach," and other things in order to disrupt the ceremony, all for the cause of Trump. But before I get a little more in depth on this topic, I'd like to start by showing just a few things that led up to Trump's impeachment and why he's being impeached currently. So, Trump was elected into office in January 20th of 2017. Now, although he did not win the popular election, he still was put into office through the votes by the Electoral College. Secondly, he wanted to build a wall. Now, I'm sure everyone knows about this incident, and it is still currently going on. Through his campaign, he was saying that he wanted to build the wall to keep any illegals out. However, this is going to be highly expensive and going to cost the taxpayers so much more than they're willing to put up. Now, another thing that didn't involve serious offense that caused an impeachment, but is something that people look at the president in a negative way, was that he was quoted saying inappropriate things about his star power. And I quote, "I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the blank." Now, I'm sure that everyone knows exactly what the rest of that quote was, so there's no need to continue. And lastly, this leads us to the impeachable offense. Trump withheld aid from the Ukraine. Now, Trump told his chief of staff, Mick Mulvaney, to hold back almost $400 million in aid to the Ukraine until the Ukrainian president gave information about Joe Biden's son. Now, Joe Biden's son was involved in a sticky situation in business through the Ukraine. However, Trump had no power or no reason to request this kind of aid and withheld aid. Now, this is an immoral event, and this is what he's being tried for. Now it brings us back to our topic of the Armenian genocide. Now, for the Armenian genocide, Adam Schiff, Democratic representative, was chosen. Now, this man has been in charge of the Glendale, California area for a long time. Which brings us to my second point, where this recognition of the Armenian genocide was to be held. Now, in Glendale, California, a suburb of Los Angeles, the recognition of the Armenian genocide was to go on. Now, at Glendale Public Library on Saturday, Trump supporters held the signs that said, "Don't impeach." And while he was speaking, they were heckling and commenting and just trying to be disruptive is all. Now, the event was for, as you see, the push for recognition. Now, the push for recognition is the push for the Armenian people for the United States to recognize the 1915 massacre of 1.5 million Armenian people. Now, this is something that America for a long time has not wanted to come out and publicly recognize, but through a bunch of trials and tribulations, the people have come together and finally had someone to be their outlet. Now, why were the supporters of Trump interrupting such a monumental event? You might ask yourself this question. And the answer is that Adam Schiff, who is a Democrat, is currently leading the impeachment on Trump. Now, this caused many people to be up in arms. And although I understand how someone may be upset or find it aggravating, an event of such monumental occasion is not the place to express your feelings, not the place to disrupt, and just honestly, it's wrong. Now, I found this current event to be twofold. One, in bringing up the fact that our president is currently being tried for impeachment, and two, that there was a genocide of the Armenian people that has not been recognized until 2019, almost 100 years after the event had happened.